Hi again then guys, and so we've got another GranTurismo 6 circuit set up for you today, and this time it's for the 600 pp level for the pretty underappreciated XJ220 LM race car, which is actually one of the better GT cars on the game, I would say. Now I've gone for racing soft tyres. Obviously everyone has their own personal preference there. For the ride height I've got the front as low as possible, the rear on 90. And I must admit the main reason for that is just to improve the look, because the XJ220 kind of has a raised nose as standard, which I personally think looks dumb. So you don't have to do that, but that's just what I've done to make the car look a bit more equal. For the springs we've got 1650 and 2225, the dampers to 4, all round, anti-roll to 5, camber on 2 with neutral toe. We'll come back to the gearbox in a second. We've got the highest initial torque to really stiffen up that low speed handling, which can be a little bit unruly. The acceleration we've got as high as possible for the opposite reason, so that it's not overly stiff in the same way, especially for higher speed corners. For the braking we've got 20, which is relatively stiff but not overly much. For the power we've got the high RPM turbo and then reduced it down to 58.6%, and that is with an oil change. We've got the maximum downforce, the reduced weight bonnet, and a 24 kilo ballast, which we put all the way to the front of the car to bring us down to that 600 pp level. And as far as the gearbox, we've got an auto setting of 205, then the individual gears are 4, 25, 25, 17, 75, 13, 25, and 10, 50, with a final drive of 2.4. So now let's take it out to the track to see what it can do. So as I mentioned, the XJ220 can be a little bit unruly with its stock settings, especially in lower speed corners. It has a tendency to kind of run away with itself, especially the back end in lower speed corners. The high speed cornering is never an issue really with the XJ220. It's very good. It has very smooth high speed handling. So with this particular tune, we've made it basically tighter, more taut and more controlled in those lower speed corners, so that you're not constantly fighting against that oversteer and wheel spin. As far as how fast it is, well, for the 600 pp level, it's very good. You've got a decent amount of power, it doesn't weigh all that much, and if you're going up against other GT class vehicles or even prototypes at that level, they have to be pretty heavily restricted to meet that 600 pp level. So I'm not saying it's an unbeatable car by any means, but for the 600 pp level, it's a very good car. And as far as the tracks that you can use it on, it's a pretty good all-rounder, which is another reason why it's such a good car. It's great for technical circuits, and it's excellent for more high-speed flowing circuits. So pretty much anything from a city track like Monaco, all the way up to, say, the Nuremberg Ring. So, if you decide to use the 600 pp tune, obviously I hope you find it fun and competitive in racing. And if you're new to the channel and would like to keep up with tunes like this as soon as they come out, be sure to hit subscribe down below. And as always, thanks for watching.